Welcome to the greatest story in the history of stories, The Enchanted Castle in the Sky. Starring Princess Amy, Daisy the Witch, Moonhead. Ooh, look at Moonhead. And oh, this one is big. The Pink Robot. Who else? The Evil Uncle. And Ninja 211. Hiya! Hello, Ninja. Also starring Number 7. Yep, that's his name, Number 7. And the stupidest man ever, Prince Useless. Hello. Are you ready for the story? Okay, Mr. Ollie is going to read the story. If you find any difficult words, just pause the video, find your nearest dictionary, and look up the meaning. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a princess called Amy who lived in a small castle on the edge of a large, mysterious forest. There wasn't much to do in the... Wait! I don't like stories that start with once upon a time. Every story starts this way. I'm sick of it. Okay, so my story will start differently. Let me think. Mr. Ollie stands up and hits his head against the wall 10 times. Aha! This is his way of thinking. After the 10th time, he says ouch, rubs his head, and then sits back down. Okay, I know how to start the story. So, here we go again. One cold winter, many years ago, there was a young princess called Amy who lived in a small castle on the edge of a large, mysterious forest. There wasn't much to do in the castle as it was so small. And there were no friends for Amy to play with as she was the only person in the castle. Well, there was a helper too, but she was usually busy cleaning the castle. So, there she was, all alone in a small castle. What did she do every day? Here, let's look at her schedule. Monday. Amy runs to the top of the castle and walks along the castle roof. Oh, quite dangerous, especially during winter when there was lots of ice. No, only joking. Tuesday, the helper is told to hide in the castle. Amy counts to 100, then tries to find her. The only problem is that the helper always hides in the same place, the kitchen. And she doesn't really hide, she just stands in the middle of the kitchen, trying to clean something. Naughty helper. Friday. Amy talks to the insects in the garden. She asks them how they are feeling and helps them climb out of the snow if it's very thick. Then, after lessons, she takes the toy gun, dresses in a rubbish robot costume, and pretends there is an evil witch in the castle. Evil witch? Ooh. She runs around the castle, shoots the evil witch, and saves the helper. It sounds quite fun, doesn't it? But Amy didn't have that much fun. You see, there was no one else who wanted to play with her. And worse, she couldn't play these games that often because she had to study with her tutor from Monday to Friday. and there was always lots and lots of homework to do afterwards. Where were her mother and father? Amy's mother was around in the evening. Ooh, hello, Amy's mother. Just in time to have dinner with her daughter and read her a bedtime story, usually about evil witches and brave princesses. But during the day, she had to go into the town and shout at people. This was her job. Amy often asked her mother what her job was exactly. But her mother's answer was very confusing and difficult to understand. Well, I shout at people and help them to use their money to make more money. Huh? Said Amy, scratching her head. The people in the town give me their money and I tell them where to put it so they can make double the money they had before. Amy still didn't understand. How could money double itself? I don't understand, Mum. If everyone doubles their money, why isn't everyone in the town rich? Her mother smiled, put the extra blanket over her daughter, and kissed her goodnight, and pushed her out of the bed. Oops. You don't need to worry about money yet, darling, her mother said, standing up and turning off the lights. Just go to sleep and have fun dreams, and then tomorrow you can study and play again. Amy nodded, said goodnight to her mother, good night, and then went to sleep. But she didn't have fun dreams that night. She had a very strange dream. She was walking deep into a large, mysterious forest. Ooh, you see? Looking for her father. And after hours of walking, she came to a huge tree in the middle of the clearing. Looking up towards the sky, she couldn't see the top of the tree, but it didn't matter. She started climbing it anyway, and she climbed and climbed until finally she was in the clouds. And the only thing she could see was a figure. A woman with long dark hair and pale skin, and a long black cloak covering her whole body. She couldn't be sure, but the woman looked like a witch. During the weekdays, Princess Amy would study with her tutor in the morning and then play one of her games in the afternoon. She didn't really want to study, but her mother always told her it was important. And one day, if she studied hard, she would make lots of money. So much money she could make a huge swimming pool and put all her money into it and then swim from side to side as if the money were water. It was a Sunday night. And Amy was very sad because the next day would be a Monday. And Monday was the first day of the week. She lay in her bed, only half listening to her mother. Hello. Tell her a story. It was a story about an evil witch who stopped all the clocks, came into the town, and took all the children from their beds. But the evil witch had forgotten how clever children were, and how brave they were. And when she wasn't looking, the little girl hit her on the head with a frying pan. Amy's mother stopped reading. She could see Amy wasn't listening. What's wrong, Amy? Nothing. Amy's mother put the book down and moved closer to her daughter. She's sitting on her daughter. She knew what the problem was. It was always the same thing. Amy, it's been a year now. I know you miss him, so do I. But we have to be strong and brave and try to carry on with our lives. Okay? Amy didn't answer. Amy? On the desk by the side of her bed, there was a photograph with 3 people. Amy, her mother, and her father. Amy turned to the side and looked at it.